Okay, good morning to Coach Mark Medley, head coach of the Lebanon Blue Devils. Mark, glad to have you here in the studio on TV 66. You picked up a big win last night, beating some big fellas out there, White County. Was that about the biggest team you're going to face this year?
We certainly hope so.
Where in the world do they get such big players? They look like a college team out there, didn't they?
That's true. You know, they had a tackle that goes 6'6", 320, a tight end that was 6'4", 240, and, you know, in between those people. And, you know, we told our youngsters all week, you know, that we were going to have to come off football and try to outquick those people. And we were successful in opening up some running lanes for our running backs and had pretty good pass protection when we went to throw the football.
Exactly. Last night, of course, the winning margin for Lebanon was basically built on the pass. Right. They were a tough team to run against, weren't they?
Yes, they were. You know, we knew that going in that we were going to have to throw the football, and with the wind blowing like it wasn't an ideal situation as far as we were concerned. But we did a good job with that, and at the same time, you know, we were able to get on the corner a few times with the sweep and ran the lead at those people with enough success to keep them honest for us to throw the football.
We had a great defensive effort last night by the entire defense. Of course, Adams played what appeared to be, to us in the press box, maybe his best game. Are there any defensive players that you'd like to comment on? Because you had your defense going up against some awfully big, awfully strong running backs.
Well, I think you said it well to begin with when you said that we got a total effort out of our defense. You know, people who run the veer like White County does, it puts a lot of pressure on your defensive ends. Our defensive ends, we feel like, did a good job for us. And we felt like our tackles maybe played their best ball game of the year, especially Earl Coggins. He had a good ball game, and then also in the secondary, Marcus Watkins had a good ball game for us. So Jim Adams started maybe his third ball game of the year, and, you know, he's getting better each game and has been a big plus for us.
Some good hard hits last night from the Blue Devils. Your guys were fired up. Sometimes when you get ahead of a team 17 points and you're holding them the way you are in the fourth quarter, there's a little bit of letdown. Looked like the Blue Devils didn't let down at all. Looks like they played harder as the game progressed.
Well, I think you're exactly right, and one of the reasons for this is we felt like going into the game playing a big team like White County that we would be in better physical condition than they were. And we wanted to keep pounding those people and not lose the momentum that we had.
All right, let's do an injury report. Is anybody hurt after last night's ball game?
Well, Patrick C. went out in the first half last night with hopefully just a bruised knee. Tony Eckler took a shot just before halftime.
A hard shot.
Exactly, in his back, and we sent both of those kids. Coach Hutto has taken both of those youngsters to Dr. Lipscomb this morning, more as a precautionary measure than anything else, and hopefully we'll get a good report from them.
Okay, but as far as we know, everybody is good and healthy for next week.
Hopefully so.
Speaking of next week, how are you going to guard against a letdown? You're facing another district opponent, but good gracious, Manchester is nothing in the league with White County, at least on paper. They got devastated by Giles County last night, 34-14. Has Manchester beat anybody this year?
I don't think so.
Okay. How are you going to keep them up for this game?
Well, you know, looking at it, we need to approach every football game like it's going to be our toughest one. We're going to approach Manchester in that manner, hopefully be a better football team Friday night than we were this past Friday night, and get ready for a big contest the following week when Oakland rolls into town.
Yes, indeed. Oakland a winner over Warren County 13-6 last night. How about Smyrna beating Gallatin? Did that surprise you?
Yes, it surprised me, but you know, we played Smyrna early in the year with a quarterback that they have and a good young tailback. You know, they're capable of beating anyone.
Exactly. Coach, thanks a lot for coming by and being with us here on the TV 66 football scoreboard. We'd like to wish you and the Blue Devils the best of success. How about that weather last night? Did that help you play better, or did we make an adjustment to it, or was it even necessary to make an adjustment?
Well, you know, it's football weather, and
you got it.
When it's that type of weather, man needs to be able to buckle that thing on and go at it, which our kids did.
Yes, indeed they did. All right. Thanks for tuning in this morning, folks. Thank you, Coach, for coming by and being with us. We'll see you again next Saturday morning with hopefully another tale of another Lebanon Blue Devil victory.
Thank you, Wayne.
Now stay tuned on TV 66 for our action replay of Lebanon and White County. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Lebanon High School.